So schoolboy error, but I do need to address this before we go any further. When you're ordering this, don't cheap out on the selfie stick. I did, and I got a cheaper selfie stick, which, although it was advertised for a 360 camera, it's not really. And it's annoying because this 360 camera stitches out the selfie stick. But with a cheaper one, it's fine generally when I've got everything vertical. But the minute I go out, you can see the problem, because where that line is, which is kind of here, you can see the tightening knob on the actual selfie stick. Most 360 or dedicated 360 selfie sticks don't have that, because everything has to be absolutely in line if it's to successfully stitch out that selfie stick and make it invisible. So yeah, don't do that.
So a quick unboxing before we get any further. This is the PanoX V2 from the newly named PanoX company. They were previously known as Lab Pano. So as you can see into the box, we have the brand new and beautiful PanoX V2. Flipping around, you can see the branding on the rear side, but who knows which side is which. You also get a cover. You can also purchase another cover which just goes over the lenses. It's USB Type-C, which I'm so happy with. And as you can see, big one button there. You've got a heatsink on one side, you've got the USB port, the SD card slot, and also there's a little bit of heatsink on the other side, and the all-important thread on the bottom and nothing on the top. Quickly powering this on, and it was an absolute breeze to get set up. You just connect to your home Wi-Fi right out of the box, get that sorted. And as you can see straight away, it gives me a QR code to download the app. I was a little bit premature and got that. And it literally was that quick to sync up for the app. And within seconds, boom, in, enter camera, and that's it. You've got your monitoring straight from your phone. That link now also will help with any kind of file transfer. This can also live stream, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm live streaming to YouTube. Very, very easy to set up. Just go straight through into it, putting your login details, boom, straight in. It's been developed with Google, it says on the login screen, and I'm live streaming. There is a delay, of course, because it's live streaming and it's 360 degrees, but I'm recording here, which is, it's kind of delayed, but you can see that there is a delay there. But there's my webcam, there's the edit that I'm currently working on, and there's me. So I've selected this as screen, and what this does is it follows me all around the room. No matter how much I don't want you to, because I don't want you to see this mess, it is tracking me all the way around. I literally have it just upright on my desk. This is impressive.
For me, a 360 camera needs to do a couple of things well. Firstly, the image quality has to be good. Yeah, okay, you're taking it all in 360 degrees, but it just has to be good enough to be representative of where and what you're filming. Secondly, it has to be easy to edit. Now, while the mobile app is good and you can easily get stuff edited kind of quickly on it to be able to finesse it, the one thing I found is that Insta360's app works well with this footage, which means you can get images like this. Another thing I'd say that's important is being able to just set this down anywhere and not worry about the framing if you want to talk to the camera or you want to show like around where you're at. I'm in Zakynthos Port right now. It's Zante town right in the middle, and it's one of my favorite places on the island just because it's just so pretty. It's just beautiful. So if these things are all great about this camera, what don't I like about this camera? Well, I mean, there are a couple of things. Firstly, it takes a long time to start up, and I mean the best part of 30, maybe 45 seconds to start up from first holding down that power button. That's a bit annoying because It's not an action camera, it's not billed as an action camera, but at the same time, you want to get things quickly. Looking at the footage from this camera, I'm impressed. I'm happy with the footage. Again, I could go up to 8K, but only get 10 frames a second. But I'm shooting at the second one down, I think it's 5.7K at 30 frames a second, and I'm happy with how it comes out, because yeah, you could film flat video and just use one side and maybe step up your resolution a bit and get a better image, but that negates the reason that you would have a 360 camera. And for me, having a 360 camera means you can reframe throughout the whole sphere of vision after the fact. So unless they can step up the resolution and keeping the frame rate of a minimum of 30 frames a second, I wouldn't be stepping up to the 8K. Maybe I would if I was doing a time lapse, and maybe that's a good use for it. But any other way, no, I would just use the 5.7K. As you can see here, I'm in literally direct sunlight. So the sun is shining right into that lens. I'm not straight on, so if you're looking at me now, the camera is a little bit like this rather than like this. It's a bit like this, so it is on an angle, and it's still getting great results. I mean, what you can see that it's getting all the shadows, all the highlights. It's got the people who've driven into me behind me, but at the same time, it's got the Levante ferry, which is probably come over from Killiney mainland, and it's got that literally on the 180 degree right there. Oh, I don't have to think about, oh god, I'll grab the camera and turn it around and get that in shot as well. I know that if I'm vlogging, if we're talking, say Emma and I are here doing our normal vlog on our travel channel, and we chat about stuff and something's going on, oh god, the ferry's coming in now, oh look at that, it's great. I can easily, as you've just seen in the edit, be talking, not to worry about getting that footage, and just know that I can I could either switch to it in real time, or I could easily find the best piece of footage in that whole sequence and turn the camera around, cut that out and overlay that. The beauty of having a 360 camera for me is being able to literally capture everything. So in short, this is a very, very capable 360 camera. And although it doesn't come with a dedicated PC or laptop or Mac app, you can see that Insta360's proprietary software works fine and more than good with this footage. And I mean, that's, I guess, all you need, really, isn't it? It's to be able to edit this footage right, whether it be on a laptop or a mobile, you can still do it. In conclusion, the PanoX V2 is a very capable 360 camera. Up until now, all of the audio that you've heard, other than during the unboxing, was actually audio straight from the camera. Yeah, at points I've had to clean it a little bit, but audio cleaning in most editing software, even in Insta360's and in PanoX's very own mobile app, the audio cleaning is pretty much one touch. I'm using an off-camera mic for this one because I know it's a little bit blowy at the moment, and I wanted to make sure that this was quite clear. Farmers scaring birds away, if you picked that up. But this camera, straight off the bat, can live stream across Facebook and YouTube straight off the bat. It also has RMPT, that one in there, and you can also enter in a stream key if you want to use it that way. It's fantastic. On top of all that, because in all honesty, I'm not a massive streamer, the actual 360 capabilities are great. As you've seen in all the footage in this video, there's loads of stuff that is in direct sunlight, loads of stuff that is in shade. The live stream was in really low light and it was still able to hold it. It fell apart a little bit, but show me a 360 camera that doesn't. But even looking at this, you've got all the detail of the walls, the greens, the actual grain of the floor, and then you've got the white walls behind you. It's so capable, and this is exposing 360 degrees. So the auto exposure on the 360 degree setting. Also, this is 5.7K, this setting, 30 frames a second. It's my favorite one, and in all honesty, I wouldn't suggest any other setting. 5.7K round the 360 thing is maybe half that, something. It's above 2K, which is more than enough for what you're using to output this. If you're in the market for a 360 degree camera and you can't quite justify the cost of the Insta360 X2 or X3 or any of the others from GoPro and the like, the PanoX V2 might just be the one you're looking for.